Welcome back into News in Business Now. The Minister of Agriculture, Floyd Green, has sought to explain the country's ballooning importation bill. Floyd Green said the increases being experienced are due to rising prices for most goods on the global market. The upward trend in prices, he pointed out, has been the case for the last 5 years post-COVID.
I think one of the fallacies that people have out there is that when they see a rise in the costs of imports, so when the import bill gets bigger, they automatically believe it's because of more imports coming in. You know, when we've been looking at some of the figures, at least 24% of the increase is by virtue of the increased costs of goods. Because what we have seen since COVID-19 all over the world is that the cost of goods have gone up. So you may be importing less, but it costing you more. I think that's very, very important. So for example, again, we have seen in onions, for example, I use as an example, between 2012 and 2015, we would have imported about 1,000, this is the government at the time, would have imported about 1,300 containers of onion. In the last 4 years, we would have imported about 600 containers of onions. So there's almost a 50% reduction in the amount of onions that we've imported. But that might not show in terms of the costs of imports. It's very, very important that when we look at our import numbers, that we drill down to ensure that we're saying the right things, because we are moving to drive down imports.
And the Jamaicans in the USA could find it harder to secure employment, as it appears US businesses are thinking twice about hiring new workers. The uncertainty among US employers stem from the Trump administration's frenetic policy changes. New data released on Wednesday showed that hiring by US private sector companies fell sharply last month, much more than economists expected. Private sector employment increased by an estimated 77,000 jobs in February. That's a dramatic fall off from the strong job growth of 186,000 seen in January, and barely half the 142,000 economists had expected. And that's the Business Day. We take another break. Please stay with us.